Hey, boys and girls. It's time for Uncle Jay Explains the News.
This means to censor something, to edit something out, and the news was full of like that. What? Play that back. And the news was full of stuff like that. What did you think I said? Capture Gaddafi and subject him to brutal torture, the kind of inhumane treatment that he subjected people to for so many years. Starbucks now lets you pay instantly with your mobile phone. And maybe soon every establishment will offer the convenience of right at the counter face-to-face identity theft. It takes a real adult in Congress to fix the federal budget after whoever it was that broke it. You know the one about Osama bin Laden living in a cave? Turns out he lived in a fairly nice Pakistani neighborhood, but his house didn't seem to get anybody's attention, even though there were some unusual things about it. None of our Pakistani friends suspected that Osama might be in there. We got to see Osama watching his favorite videos, but it's more important now that we just concentrate on getting his right-hand man. The State of the Union address. That is a fascinating and exciting show to watch. I am totally lying to you. The president talks to Congress, and every minute or so, he presses a button that sends an electric shock to every seat. And this goes on for about an hour. Tunisia's ruler has just been overthrown, and there's anarchy and rioting in Tunisia's capital city of Town. This guy has ruled the country of Libya since 1969. The Beatles were still together when this guy took a... The Beatles were a very popular rock group in the 1960s. If those rulers have a... From the people who are angry not just at them, but at America for supporting them, America could lose some very important friends. And you know, nobody likes to lose friends. Computers are taking over. The TV game show Jeopardy had a new supercomputer that totally beat the two smartest people in the world. So in the future, when computers become our masters, we better talk very nicely to them. If you missed the president's recent speech about troop withdrawals and winding down the war, it's very important. So here's some excerpts from that.
Good evening, my fellow Americans. Over the past several weeks, you have heard a number of reports on TV, radio, and in your newspapers on the situation in
Afghanistan.
Our goal is a total American withdrawal from
Afghanistan.
We can and we will reach that goal through our program of
a long and painful recession.
President Obama released his long-form birth certificate, and it shows he was born in Honolulu. It's right there on the document, and all the official signatures from his mother, from the attending physician. While Uncle Jay was on vacation, he completely ignored the news. It was like he had his head in the sand or something. On the internet, people are extremely angry about Facebook's constantly changing privacy settings. Facebook can't just change the rules whenever it suits them. That's what we have a Congress for.
Whenever there's a hurricane anywhere in America, anybody who's reporting the news is required to stand in the wind and the rain. It's a new law. It was an amendment that was slipped into Obamacare at the last minute. So bear with me. That's
the way it is. Good night and good luck. Courage. And good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are.